Hello everybody, this is Hammer Striker here. Today I've got a PK380 on the table, and we previously did a review on this gun. It's a good little gun, it's light, it's chambered in 380, it's got a very light slide, and it is a drop-safe weapon. So it really appeals to somebody that has weaker hands, can't rack a heavy slide and or handle a really heavy gun without having excessive recoil. But it's got a major problem. The same audience it appeals to is the same audience that have a real hard time putting the thing back together because of the way the recoil spring is designed. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got an unloaded PK380, and disassembling it is actually fairly easy. It does require a tool, but this is just a safety lock. It unlocks the safety. If you put this in there and then turn it counterclockwise, you can then pull down the locking tabs and the gun comes apart. I'm going to set this aside for the moment. The focus of this is this recoil spring, which comes out very, very easy. And it's a split recoil spring. The part about this is that it doesn't go in very easily. When you try to put it back in, there's a large gap here, and this wants to bind and twist in every which way. So there's a whole bunch of things I showed on our prior video, a way to do this. If you have strong hands, then you can kind of take the spring and guide it down, hold it with your hands, put it in the hole, and then drive it in. But if you have strong hands, you're probably not looking at this gun. You're looking at a Glock or PPQ or any of the others that it's just very easy to do the slide. And of course, right now I don't have this lined up perfectly, but that's not unusual for it to click into place. So there is a solution to this. So what you do to solve this problem is you take the recoil spring out, and it's real important that you make sure the spring and guide rod stay right together. Then you find an available trash can and drop the spring in it. After, of course, having gone onto the internet and spent $23 for a Galloway Precision stainless guide rod. Now, I'm not a big proponent of stainless and tungsten and all the different kinds of guide rods. That I don't believe in most cases they do a whole lot for the function of the gun. But this guide rod makes a big difference. See, because when I pull this thing out, the first thing you'll notice is it's captive. It's got a flat end and a rounded end. And all I have to do to put this thing in is put the rounded end in the hole, push it in place, and then make sure that it locks in properly on that little shelf. So now the guide rod's in place. Slide it back on the gun. Now if it does this to you, which these have a tendency to do, it means that this thing isn't perfectly centered. That problem doesn't go away with any of the guide rods, and sometimes you have to play with it a little bit to get it to center correctly. But what you're not dealing with at this point is a strength issue. Now you're just dealing with an alignment issue. That time I got it to align. It's still a little twitchy. That time it went in perfectly. Push the lock back up, rotate this. I'm back in business. So if the PK380 appeals to you but you're avoiding it because of the guide rod, or if you've got a PK380 and you swear at it every time you have to put it back together again, Galloway Precision, $23 plus shipping, and next time you pull the gun apart to clean it, you file the old recoil spring in the appropriate container, put the Galloway Precision in, and forevermore clean this thing like a Glock or a PPQ or anything else that you might deal with. If you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe. If you do, remember to click that bell to get notified. Check us out on Facebook and Patreon, and have a great day. Thank you.